Hi, in this video we're going to go over a couple of my, let's say 10 of my favorite shortcuts in FL Studio. And what I mean by favorite is the shortcuts I feel like I use the most. And let's start with number 1. And this has something to do with third-party plugins. Let's say you want to automate this low frequency or low shelving filter. So what you can do is press Ctrl-J. It activates this multi-link to controls thing over here. Now you wanna touch this gain thing, right click here, create automation clip. As you can see in here, now we have an automation clip for this low shelf gain. My number 2 most used shortcut is Ctrl-M, and what you can do with this is you can just activate the metronome. You don't need to hover over here, you can just activate it from here. Number 3 shortcut is Ctrl-T, and what this does, it activates the typing piano keyboard from here. And with this, if you don't have a MIDI keyboard or if you are working on a laptop, you can use this shortcut to activate and deactivate the piano keyboard. And my tip number 4 has something to do with the mixer channel. So let's say if I select these channels by pressing Ctrl, Shift and clicking. If I want to move all of these channels, I can use Alt and the arrow keys to move these things around however I like. Tip number 5. Using keyboard shortcuts in playlist and piano roll. So for this to work like this, you need to have the typing keyboard deactivated. Now if I go to my playlist, I can press B to select the paint tool. I can use P to select the pencil or drawing tool. I can use T to select the mute tool, and so on and so on. This same thing works in piano roll as well. You can change the tool by just pressing these keys from your keyboard. But of course you need to have this deactivated, because now if I activate this and start pressing keys, it will just play the VST instrument or whatever you have in the channel. My tip number 6 is to considering to subscribe my Patreon. In Patreon, I make 3 to 5 videos every single week about hardcore music production, mixing, mastering, all the tricks I learned in the over 10 years that I have been producing in FL Studio. So consider that. If you don't want to subscribe, that's completely cool as well. And we are now getting back into the video. Muting tracks quickly. So what you can do when you are in the playlist, you can use your mouse right click, double click and hold with the second click, and now you can mute stuff. So double click and hold the second click to use this tool. This also works in piano roll, just like so. Next up, let's talk about channel rack and piano roll. I can edit my coast notes from the second channel, just like so. So what you need to do in order for this to work is to go here, go to view and edit up like coasts. When you activate this, you can edit your coast notes. And let's say you wanna move to the ghost note channel. What you can do is you can use your mouse's right click, double click the ghost note, and it will change between these 2 channels, as you can see. This is also pretty useful, so you don't need to scroll over here or change it from the channel rack. So just double right click the ghost note. And you can resize the ghost notes from left and right by activating this setting from the edit menu. Allow resizing from left, so you can change your note size from wherever you like, left or right. Works with the ghost notes also. Number 8, I believe, is just simply F4 to create new pattern, and as you can see, it immediately opens up a new menu for you where you can name your channel. That is number 8.
Number 9
is just L. You can change between the channel rack and the playlist by pressing L.
Number 10.
Probably one of my most used shortcuts is Ctrl-Alt-C to consolidate tracks. So what you can do is you can just simply select the track, press Ctrl-Alt-C, it will open up this consolidate menu and you can render your pattern to audio. Remember to disable the master effects if you are producing and you have effects on the master, so you will not get any duplicate effects. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know if you learned something, and in the comments let me actually know what shortcuts you use, because I know there is a lot of stuff, a lot of shortcuts, a lot of way to produce in FL Studio, so I will be actually really interested to hear from you guys and things you do and stuff like that. So if you want to see more videos from me, I release about at least 3 to 5 videos every week on Patreon. So there is a lot of detailed informations and downloads and stuff like that. So if you want to subscribe, check it out. If you don't want to subscribe, that is also completely cool. And we will see you on the next video in YouTube. Thanks for watching. See you next time.